Hello physical fiends, how you doing? It's Jordan here with another physical discounts video. A few games I've seen for decent prices recently for all consoles. Links are down below if you want to purchase and support me at the same time. Firstly, we are starting with VGP, who have free worldwide shipping if you purchase anything over 80 Canadian dollars, which is about 60 American dollars. In fact, the prices I mention here will all be US dollars. So when you click on the website, it may look a bit different unless you click the change the currency function. Let's get on with it. Collection of Mana is a really tempting $22 on the Switch. I think this is a good price for three very nice action RPGs, two of them considered absolute classics, and the first game considered to be one of the best Game Boy games you can get. You get the first three games in the series, and it's perfect if you're about to get into or are coming off the back of Visions of Mana, which is also fantastic. Like, you want to delve into the series' history, you won't be disappointed with this one. I really like this in my collection. Speed Limit is just $22 on both Switch and PlayStation 4, and what's interesting about this one is that it's a strictly limited games release, so in essence it's supposed to have a very low print. It obviously didn't sell too well, otherwise it wouldn't be discounted, but this European physical release could be a collector's item. Only 4,000 Switch copies were made worldwide and 2,000 PS4 copies. That's really low. I'm not really one of those investment type of guys, one to recommend stuff like this, because, you know, I like collecting just for the games. I like having the games. I don't really care about increasing value or anything, but while I don't see this making you a millionaire this century, I am sure in the future it will not be $22. That's all I'm saying. Unsouled is $15 US on the Switch, which I think with the SEO, the PR stunt of a name, it kind of deserves it. It's really asking to be bargain bin, and the cover art is bobbins too. But actually the game is pretty good. A nice action RPG on a 2D plane. Doesn't look like much, but reviews seem positive enough for $15. Lego 2K Drive, $15 on the Switch, rather tempting. This game was never on my radar until I saw this price. Now I'm really considering it. I was a Stockholm Syndrome fan of Lego Racers on the PS1, so if this is anything like that with like pirates and stuff, yeah, I'd give it a try for this price. Nuclear Blaze is a much sweeter $15 on both Switch and PlayStation 4. This is a really nice indie game. It's just also really short, like 2 hours, so the full price was a tough pill to swallow, but $15 is much more acceptable. Maybe not digitally, but for a physical cartridge that's complete on cart, seems quite nice, and the game is pretty fun. Samba de Amigo Party Central is $15 on Switch, and it's a bit of a shame. I think going this bargain basement price will probably shove this franchise away again for another 15 years. I'll be in a retirement home next time we see this little monkey fella, but who knows, if you grab it for $15, maybe it won't be a total disaster for Sega. If you want a personality-filled rhythm game, it should be a good one for the price. Let's Play Curling. If you are not purchasing Let's Play Curling for $15 on the Switch, what are you really doing in your life? Seriously, I feel you're just not that into life if you're not excited about $15 worth of throwing stones on ice and then trying to polish it. Okay, this is more of a meme release, but maybe a meme is worth $15 to some Canadians or Scottish people. Immortals FENYX Rising has always been like bargain basement priced, but you know, it's Ubisoft, it's what they do best. But I think for $7.40 on the PS4, PS3 and Xbox Series is just a really good price for the higher power consoles. Of course, the Switch version is decent too, but just not as snazzy looking. That's also on sale for $15, so it's double the price for half the performance. But hey, you can take a dump while you're playing it, so perhaps that's worth half the ticket. Star Wars Racer and Republic Commando on Switch is $15, basically $7.50 for two excellent Star Wars games each. If you watch my retrospective on A Bit More Jordan, where I reviewed every single Star Wars game, you'll know that these two are some of the best and easily worth the price. Eastward is $22 on the Switch, and I think it's a wonderful price for one of my favorite indie games in recent memory, and that's coming from someone who's not really that thrilled about indies in general, but this set a really nice high bar. It looks beautiful, the story is lovely, and the gameplay is pretty decent too. It's a really good price. Alright, we are moving away from Video Games Plus, and now we're gonna go to Play Asia. Of course, they have like a big free shipping promo going on with a lot of select games, but I'm gonna ignore that because I already made a video about it like this week. I'm just gonna go into some random games I saw for a decent price, okay? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl Ultimate Edition is not technically an import exclusive, but it might as well be, because the Western version of this physical is, shall we say, bobbins, because it's a lie. The Western Ultimate Edition is just the standard edition with a download voucher for the ultimate content. However, this Japanese edition has everything on the cartridge. It's fully complete with all the DLC, and currently it's $20. It's a great one for collectors and preservationists. Like, forget the rainforest, forget the white rhino. It's all about SpongeBob's Japanese miracle. It plays in English, of course. Play Asia say they only have 3 copies in stock, so it may not last long. I don't know. Tin Hearts is also not an import exclusive, but the Japanese version is much better than the Western one because, again, it's complete on cartridge. Now, there is no like DLC or anything to make it like a complete package, but the Western version has a big old chunky 4GB update, while the Japanese version does not need an update at all. And it's currently $25, which, you know, it's not the cheapest, but for a complete cartridge, that sounds good to me. Super Mario RPG, again, not an import exclusive, but Play Asia currently have the Japanese version for $30. It plays in English, and it's one of the best JRPGs of its era, looking better than ever. $30 is a really fantastic price for Nintendo's borderline masterpiece. Like, you can't get it for $30 anywhere else. And there we have it, guys, a few discounts that have really caught my eye. What about you? Will you be picking up any of these? If you want them, please do consider using the links in the description and the pinned comment. That is the best way to support this channel, and I thank you greatly. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Oh, by the way, for those who have watched all the way through, I'm not going to talk about you being legends and stuff because you know you are. You know you're a legend. But I do want some feedback because I have changed my audio setup for my current location. I'm currently going between 2 different locations for work and living and stuff. So I have 2 different audio setups now. And this is my brand new one. I literally just set it up today, and I would like some feedback because I am a moron when it comes to technical stuff. And do you notice any difference in my audio quality? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? I don't know. Just give me some feedback, let me know, and I greatly appreciate that as well, because you're a legend!